Hey guys, welcome back to the Privacy Guy. Today I want to talk about kids and the internet and how to protect your children or your future children from certain privacy threats on the internet. I think it's an important issue, keeping kids safe online, promoting safe internet activity, and giving kids the knowledge that they need to use the internet as the resource that it can be, but not fall victim to the privacy and security issues that are out there. And first of all, I just want to talk about some basic ways to protect children on the internet, or protect your children while they're using the internet. I think you need to put parental controls in place. So maybe your kid is regularly playing games on a certain website or is reading on, Wikipedia, just something like that. I would recommend just enabling those domains in the child's device, like on their iPad, for example, only allowing Safari to go to those domains and adding those to a whitelist and just limit their internet activity to those websites. I think once kids are kind of given free rein to do whatever they want, it's much easier for them to fall into these privacy issues because they might end up on a website and not realize where they've gone or whatever, and someone could reach out to them through a messaging app or something and get compromised information, basically. I think also, as parents, we need to let our children know what our expectations are for them using the internet, using their devices, so that they don't end up on these sites, that they don't end up talking to someone that says it's whoever, that they want an iPod, and then they end up giving away all this personal information that they shouldn't be giving away. So I think just having those talks, it's kind of a life skill today, using the internet and using it safely. Obviously, our kids will be probably more technically adept and skilled than our older generations will be, and so I think at some point they're going to pick up those skills on their own, but early on, if they're younger or have just gotten their first device, whatever, it's probably a good idea to give them some basic knowledge and skills to use the internet safely. Some of the most common attacks on children are things like phishing attacks, or just kind of social engineering. So someone might reach out to them on a game they're playing in a chat room and say, hey, DM me this and I'll send you money. Just stupid things that seem kind of harmless if someone did it to you, but kids might think, hey, well, I'll try this out, So just let your kids know, hey, don't share this type of information, whatever. Set limits as far as what they can buy on their devices. I've heard a lot of people telling stories about their children somehow charging $500 to their credit card through, buying coins in some game app or something. So just look out for that. If you are aware that your kid's using a certain app, you might want to download it yourself and try it out just to see if there's chat features that could potentially lead to people reaching out to your children. And then kind of my last point is just trying to limit kids' exposure to social media until a certain age. I guess you can kind of decide that depending on their maturity and technical savvy or whatever. But I think the earlier you introduce children to social media, the more likely they are to fall victim to some of these issues I've discussed. Social media is great. It allows your child to connect with kids, at their school or wherever. And obviously, throughout 2020, this is kind of a tough time to get in-person conversation and interaction. So some of that stuff might be necessary. But If you limit your children's use of these platforms, you're kind of limiting the risk of them falling prey to scams and other issues that are associated with social media use and internet use at a young age. So that's all I wanted to discuss. I'm sure there's a lot more issues I could discuss about children and privacy on the internet, but just wanted to give you guys a little information that you can use, and hopefully, your kids stay safe online. So thanks for watching.